welcome back to another episode of HR. Wow, HR like the podcast. You know what? It's been a while. Yeah. Yeah. So we are trying something new. Um, because I moved to Maryland, so we're trying this virtual thing, and to God be the glory. Uh,
It's
but we
okay.
have a we have a very fabulous returning guest, Reedy Demar. She's here. We got a really good talk for you today. Um, Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
AJ. I'm fantastic. How are you doing?
Good. It's so good to see you.
You
We
too.
text a little bit before, and now I think I would love for you to be more of a returning guest. As much as you can, because I don't know. I think your mindset, and your powerhouse as an HR professional, not only professionally, but personally, is so good,
Thank
and
you.
I think you belong here. So
Thank
I'll
you.
just
I
let you.
appreciate
You know,
I appreciate the invite.
yeah, of course, of
And
course. Um,
congratulations to you on the move
Thank
and
you.
the
Yeah,
promotion. So,
yeah, yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I sometimes we have imposter syndrome, right? And that question came up for me is,
Oh, really?
am I ready? Right? Am I ready
Oh.
to be a director of a supply chain, the largest part of our business? And it was like, mm. And then I say, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. Like
Hmm.
I've been training and learning this entire time, and it's time to use my skills and just do it. And there'll be bumps in the road, but overall, it's been a really good journey. It's been a really good time. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Good.
Um, good, really good learning opportunities overall, but I think the stakeholders, as we say, are pleased. So that's what
That's
matters, right?
great. I'm glad to hear you were able to overcome that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's important.
Could- Yeah, and I think, and that's another one we probably talk about is
Yeah.
we bring it back is like the real imposter syndrome that we have as Black
Hmm.
individuals, and maybe diving deep into why, like why is
Hmm.
that? Because we know what we bring to the table, and I can confidently say, as humbly as I can say it, I know what I brought. I know what I bring. It was very evident how I got. I mean, I got promoted 3 or 4 times within a 3 or 4 year span. So the work speaks for itself. But it's
Hmm.
like, why am I still second guessing myself? But that's not what we're here to talk about. Welcome to another episode of HR Unlocked the podcast. I'm AJ, and you
I'm
are,
Rita. Rita Martin.
and welcome, welcome. Glad that you stopped by to talk to us or listen to us today. Employees, welcome back to work. You've been off a little bit. We've been adjusting, and I said we're moving, or I moved to the great state of Maryland, where it's cold here, and I don't like it. It was like 17 today, and I said,
Oh,
"This is
wow.
ridiculous." Okay, um, I don't like it.
But did you not experience that in Birmingham?
So I did. I
Because
mean,
I know
we
we
had our
experienced it in Huntsville.
yeah, y'all be snowing for real.
It gets to 9, 7.
I think for me it was it. I don't know.
It's different.
It's it's like a
It's
different cold.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Birmingham,
yeah.
it was okay, and in and out. Where I live, like I have to travel a little further to
Mm.
go to get something to eat, or food I actually like, because I'm very picky. And it's not. It'd be cold. I'm just not used to it. And of course, in
It
Birmingham,
be cold.
yeah, it'd be cold. In Birmingham, I had a house, so it was a little different for me because cars in the garage. I'm not outside really.
Right.
I mean, it's a little bit more sheltered, if you will. And I turn on the car, and I run back in the house real quick. Well, I can't do that here. My apartment's
Mm.
down here, car over this way. So I gotta run, turn on the car. Then by the time I get back to my apartment, it's time to go. So I just take everything with me.
And
So
just sit in the
it's
car.
yeah, and be
Mm-hmm.
cold
And be
in
cold.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It hasn't been, but it's been fine. I'm excited for the journey. I'm excited to learn and meet new people and all the great things that come with a new city and state.
Well,
So
I know you'll do well
thank you.
and you'll get acclimated and you won't want to
Yeah,
come back to Birmingham.
yeah, that's right. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I don't anticipate coming back to Alabama at all.
Oh,
Um,
really?
I mean, of course, for family.
Okay. Okay.
But outside of that, I'll plan
Yeah.
on
I
moving back.
understand.
So yeah,
Yeah.
but we'll see. We'll see what the Lord says. All
Mhm.
right. So, Rena, here's what we're talking about today. And I wanted to bring you on for this because, like I said in the intro, is you kind of embody this in this professional and personal level. But what does strategic HR partnership really mean?
Ooh.
And here's some fillers to use. People love the phrase, right?
Yeah.
Company love to claim that they want a strategic partnership.
Hmm.
Leaders say HR needs to be more strategic.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all be more strategic. But what does it mean? Right? What does it really mean for HR people to be more strategic? And I think we're very clear on the truth. HR is the only function really that touches every part of the business, right? So right there in itself, we're strategic. But what does it mean for an HR professional? And you can list off a few things that embodies or really means you're strategic by doing what, or what is some factors that you need to have for being strategic.
I may have a simple definition, and maybe you think it's too simple, but for me, it's just embedding yourself into the business
Mm-hmm.
and embedding yourself into the business so that you are able to not just react to problems or issues, that you're able to predict them. I think we're
Mm,
really good at that. And we have a strong skill set for being able to predict what's going to happen
that's
before it
good.
happens. So it's just about embedding yourself in that business so that you know what's coming and just being a business leader that truly specializes in people.
Yeah.
So,
No.
that's what the introduction should be for anyone in this
Yeah.
role. It's, hey, I'm a business leader that specializes in people. Simple as
Mm,
that.
I
And
like that.
all the things that come with that is what I do.
Yeah. That's good. A business leader specializing in people with that. GP. That's really good. We need to tag that.
I really think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's a number and a host of things that come with it, and
Yeah.
they are all the things that we touch on a daily basis.
And to that point, our customers are the people, but which
Absolutely.
the people are everywhere in the business. So
Absolutely.
it's almost like, and I think we did the episode on this, is we are really the foundation of the business. We
Hmm.
we touch all departments. Normally, there's an HR support or strategic partner that represents or assists in every department in the business. At some
Hmm.
point of fashion, you have an HR partner that you can go to for whatever reason. And that's your your definition is perfect as a business leader that specializes in people because we are the people, right?
Right.
And we have to understand the business. And I think that was really the first one on my list
Hmm.
is understanding, how do we make money? How do we keep our jobs? Based on what the customer base. So I'm director of supply chain, HR supply chain. So and that's manufacturing and logistics. So my scope is the start where potatoes come in, and then the end where we ship it out. And then there's
Right.
another director over sales who handles. All right, now we're selling the product. It's in our DSDs. Now it's time to sell it. But it's so amazing to me where I started this. understanding. I'll throw out the term cost per pound.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
really
yeah.
understanding, okay, how much is it going to cost me or the cost the company to make this bag of
This
chips?
product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. It's been amazing really understanding and being on those finance calls and really understanding, okay, this person cost this much to be here. And
Hmm.
then we use that data for the plant leaders. So, okay, you're costing us, due to your turnover, you're costing us $300,000. Get it together, whatever that number is. But I think it's part of our job to call it out. So, hey, look, FYI, this manager or the supervisor on plant or shift one, shift two, they're not doing well. And they've lost 5 people in the last 72 to 40 or 48 to 72 hours. Like, why is that? Like, what's happening here? What's the
Wow.
disconnect?
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you all have how many departments at your location?
Well, let's see. If I include legal, so that's legal, um,
Oh, you're at
fine.
headquarters though. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Okay,
so I'm
okay. So
yeah.
that's different. Okay,
So yeah,
you're
it's
at
all of
headquarters.
this.
So
So but
it's a lot of them.
yeah, all right. So if I had to do like a one of our out of town locations, um, operations, quality, finance, it's probably at one plant, it's probably 3 or 4, maybe even 5 different departments at one plant, like represented in that plant.
Okay, 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 okay.
So still, it's 5 departments that you support, and you can't forget. If you forget one, they don't let you know.
All
It's
right,
happened.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Imagine a smaller business unit in one HR business partner for all of
yep,
those departments, like
yep,
8, 9, 10 departments.
yeah,
So I get it.
yeah.
I get
Kind of,
it.
kind of like HR party of one,
Yeah.
right? It's like, um, and I guess for me, when I was in Birmingham at one of our sites, that was kind of me. It was one HR business partner on site, um, and I wasn't in corporate, so it wasn't. I was doing all of the HR, so from recruiting, um, to discipline to training.
Mhm.
Um, I did a little safety. All that was included in that site. Now,
With no COEs?
mm,
Okay. So I'm accustomed to working with, well, I've been in organization without, but
yeah,
with them as
and
well.
but I think we didn't have them on site. It was just me. Now we had
Okay.
them corporately, so we
Right,
could
right. In other
get on the
places.
call.
Right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But actually on site, it was just
Right.
me. So uh, yeah, and it was. But you learned a lot. I learned so much. Um, that I'm thankful for those opportunities, because if I didn't, maybe I wouldn't be in the seat I am today, right? Because I wouldn't know enough to be able to speak to it. But
Right.
if somebody asks me about safety and stuff, I know a little bit now. I mean, no, don't give me no test, don't give me no quiz, because I may not do that well.
Yeah, right. Like I took the safety trainings, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
follow what they say, but that's
yeah,
about it.
exactly. That's it. Not yeah. Don't expect me to fill out no form. How I do this? What do I have to do? Do we
Yeah.
have to take a
So,
drug test? I don't remember. So,
hmm,
yeah,
but it's great experience though.
yeah,
Great experience. Great opportunity. Great learning. And especially if you're also doing it across generations, when you have multi-generational teams. I think that's really great exposure.
yeah.
And that's probably been the greatest highlight for me is being able to work with multi-generational team as well as a cross-functional team within different departments across different departments. That's great. Great experience.
And isn't it, doesn't it make you feel good when you're on a meeting or you pass by one of those stakeholders and they just say, thank you. or they wasn't used to having the support that
Mhm.
you get them, and you've made a difference
Oh,
in their life,
absolutely.
right? I think it's awesome, and I've been in these scenarios where I've tangibly saw how my impact helped as a strategic partner.
Right.
It was very clear. And if I wasn't there, we probably would have made another error, or we would have went a route we probably shouldn't have went. So it's so amazing to see and feel sometimes. And I think you understand this. We're a very thankless department
Oh yeah.
sometimes.
Oh yeah.
They don't see
Yeah.
it. They don't see the
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes. And partially why Abby and I created this podcast was to give people, who majority are non-HR people, to understand the behind the scenes and the conversations we have daily, and how we are real advocates for
Mm-hmm.
them, not only just the organization. So that's partially why we created it, but it always feels good when a stakeholder, whether it's an EVP or a quality manager, express how your impact and your guidance helped um, help form a decision.
Oh yes. Totally agree with that. Or receiving those emails just out of the blue, just saying thank you for something that you may have thought was small, but it was huge for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, appreciation goes a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we think about um, HR strategies as a being a strategic partner that we live by day to day, a lot of companies think strategy is just a big plan or a big 3 hour meeting. But I think we mentioned we embody that daily. So
Mm-hmm.
some of the things that I've kind of wrote down here is things that we do daily is, or a day to day part is coaching managers. Having those difficult conversations can be hard for them sometimes, and they don't really understand the impact that one or two words can make on a person, and it
Yeah.
shifts the conversation completely. But that's something that's, I think, second nature to us. Like, yeah, here's how I would handle it. Is or here's what I would say, or here's some talking points. I think we do that in our sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But that's strategic, right?
Yep.
I think, but it's such a strategic move, uh, and part of our day to day, because some will come to you and say, I got this conversation, before. Some will come after it's. I just had a conversation with Abby and it went terrible. Oh, why didn't
Mm-hmm.
you come to me first? I thought I could handle it. No, to me, if you get in that room and you're not comfortable or you're not confident in this decision you're about to make, don't go in. Let's talk through it first. Because sometimes, to my point earlier, those one or two words can like make people shut down. They get defensive. And of course, nowadays, some people are very sensitive, and we got to be
Mm-hmm.
strategic in wording. We could, and our profession and how good we are, we can say the exact same thing, but use the different words, and we get the same
Right.
outcome. And I've done that so many times. Um, but yeah, I think coaching managers is a really big component of being a strategic partner.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that it's important to have those conversations up front too with the leaders and develop some type of agreement about what conversations need to come to you first.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been able to do that in establishing what parts of discipline or what level of discipline
Mm-hmm.
should come to me first, meaning we should have a conversation about it before you go into the room with the employee. And that works really well.
Yeah.
To be able to talk those things out before you go in. Now, of course, there are going to be times where those conversations I had, just like the example that you just gave, and it didn't go well. And then they come after and say, well, I thought that it would go well and it didn't. you know.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what I said, but something changed in the room when I said something, and I don't know what it was, but it didn't go
Hmm.
well. So
Yeah.
then you have to go back and try to help clean that up. But I mean, that happens. But for the most part, I think it's good to establish something up front so that those conversations don't happen so often, meaning the ones
Yeah.
that don't work out or the ones
Right.
that go left really quickly.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it could be fortunate or unfortunate.
Right.
We always are left to clean it up. Yeah. We, it's almost like it's our fault. And no, you didn't tell her. You didn't say what you were about to do. So now here we are, HR to the rescue. We got
Mhm.
this, and we clean it up, and it's usually fine. Like we listen to them, we vent. They vent. We understand all the good things, and then we continue on. But yeah, we left with the cleanup duty,
Mhm.
and we make it right most of the time. Uh, but it's like you should have just came to us first. That's why we're here.
Yeah. You got others who argue that they do it too much, meaning they're having to clean up too much.
True.
Hmm.
And could it
I hear that a
could we
lot.
yeah, could we say the times we do clean it up is hindering them from learning and growing and knowing not to do it again?
Possibly in certain scenarios.
Yeah.
Um, but then you have that other side of, I mean, some people just don't listen. They just don't listen.
My
They're
God
not
today.
going to listen. And sometimes you have to identify those leaders. And they're not going to listen. They're going to, just jump out there every time. So you already got to prepare yourself that you're going to have to come back behind them and clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my final point is partnership requires trust. Building that trust with those stakeholders and those leaders, what does that look like? To me, the first one is telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to do it in a harmful way. You don't have to do it in a real nasty way, but and I think you don't do it on the call. If it's a bunch of people,
Yeah.
you pull them to the side, you call them, doing the one-on-one, and you say, "Hey, the way he said that, it didn't come up well to me. Imagine what it said to your people. Um, hey, I don't think this is working. This is not benefiting your folks. They're not happy about this particular change or that. What's something how can we show up and change it or do something different?" So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's part of our job. And sometimes that's difficult, especially, well, it could be two. Either you're really close to them or you have a really good partnership, or you don't have that great of a partnership.
Yeah.
And I think that one's probably the most difficult when you're probably not as close or the partnership is not as established, and it's your job, it's your task to say, hey, that's not working.
Right.
And then they say, excuse me, you
You
don't
don't know
even
how
know
it's
me.
going to be received.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're right. You have to be able to tell the truth. And it has to go both ways. And the accountability part is extremely important. Like, I'm going to hold you accountable, and I expect you to do the same for me.
Expect you to
And
do the
we're going to
same for
hold
me.
each other accountable. Um, I think another important component is consistency. Doing what
Mm-hmm.
you say you're going to do in a consistent manner. That's important for people to know that they can trust that you're going to do what you say you're going to do.
That's right.
Because if they don't, they won't keep coming to you. So that
They'll
that that
skip up,
won't happen.
skip all over you
They will go around you every time. So
every time.
being consistent and doing what you say, holding each other accountable, and telling each other the truth is really important.
Mhm. Yeah, and I think the only final one I would add to that is, well, maybe two things: admitting that you made a mistake or you
Oh
made a bad
yes,
call,
that's
right?
huge. Yeah.
and the follow up. One of my old supervisors used to call me Mr. Follow Up because I would follow up. I was almost like the king of that. Like I'm gonna let you know something. I'm gonna give you an update.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because it's part of it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they shouldn't be lingering. No one should be waiting on. I wonder what happened here. And I try to stress this up to my team is like I shouldn't have to ask you for. I shouldn't have to ask you for an update.
Right.
I always end my recommendations, my meetings, my conversations. Keep me updated. I'm not just saying it for my health. Like
Right.
I really need you to do it because I want to know. I want to know how the conversation went because if they reach out to me, I need
Uh-huh.
to know what I'm walking into. Like
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have to ask you for an update. And I think that's how the stakeholders feel. Um, like just keep me updated. Tell me,
What
tell me what happened.
I think it's amazing that you can get an update when it's good. You
Yeah,
don't have to
yeah.
worry. They show up.
No
You
questions.
know,
Yep.
we talked to this person and we're good now. We work
Yeah.
these things out. But when
Mm-hmm.
it's bad,
Mm-mm. I'll just let
two
it.
2 or 3 days later, like, okay, this person said this happened 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 days ago. Like, when are
Yeah.
you going to tell me about it?
Yeah. What happened?
So yeah, when it's good, you don't
Yeah,
have to
you
wait for
you
that.
let me know immediately.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, follow up is excellent.
Yeah.
I've been called a follow up queen,
Yeah.
and I mean I stressed it a lot, with my team and anybody that I'm supposed to lead. Like, let's just make sure that we follow up with each other because we want
Mm-hmm.
to keep that flow of information, so that no one is blindsided at any point about anything. When it comes to conversations or just things that we know that we should know. You know, those things that I don't need to know. I tell people if I don't need to know it, I don't want to know it.
Yeah.
But if I need to know, just make sure you let me. Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you let me know.
Let me
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Um. Final point. I think I said that this is the real final point. Um. A lot of people think you have to pick a side. You don't, right? Trust HR's partners. Trusting HR's partnership
Mm-hmm.
really means protecting the people protects the company.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people outside of HR and some people in HR feel HR is for the company. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's a that's not a
We're never
great
gonna win.
mindset.
We're never
We're
gonna win.
never
We're
gonna win
never going
with
to
that.
win that argument. So I've
Nope.
given up on winning that argument because you're not.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
always think that, and even if they do have a shift in their thought
Mm-hmm.
process, it's gonna be just a momentary thing where you did something that they felt that you did for them. So it's,
Yeah.
oh, well, they did something for me, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe this isn't the way this person is. But the
Right.
moment you have to come back and make a change that they disagree with,
Or hold
it's,
them
oh,
accountable. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
thought that that's
I
who
knew
she
it.
was, and I no, that's not her.
Yep.
so,
Yep. Yep.
so you're never gonna win it.
Yeah. So I think it's protecting people protects the company, and protecting the company protects the people. I don't think it's really a side; it's more an alignment. It's yep. We work for both of you.
Yeah.
We're advocates, and we work for the company. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's reality.
Right.
So you have our best interests at heart when we're having conversations about the company, about what to do next steps.
Mm-hmm.
And it's and my HR team is I think we do a really good job putting people first. And especially when we're in termination decisions, like either we do it before, really early before the holidays or after. So we don't turn people during the holidays or close to it it's not it's not part of what we do. And I
That's great.
commend my chief people officer on that is because it's difficult, right? So I think, we as strategic partners, trust us. I mean, we are here to support you and get you to that level. And if if you trust us and bring us in, sometimes we have to almost crawl and beg to,
Yeah.
hey, send me that invite. But once you got us there, we're not only there for HR policies. Like we could really provide an insight from the people component, but also from a business component. You said it best. I'm a business leader who specializes in
That's
people.
in people. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been a. I say it's simple, but it's hard for some. But
yeah,
I just think it's been a simple formula throughout my career in the places that I've been and the industries that I worked in. It's you take care of the people take care of the customer. I mean, it's that simple of a model, but it's hard to do for a lot of people. But it is a simple model. As we take care of the people will take care of the customers. And I've seen that happen as simple as that in like huge companies.
yeah.
It's like they know how to win. They know that if they do what they're supposed to do for their people, then they know what the outcome is going to be.
Yep.
And they're winning in every market because of that.
Yep.
Because they're driving people first, which
Yeah,
is in return driving customer first. So
that's right. And
that's it works.
yeah, it does. Hello, it works.
Mm-hmm.
Companies, it
Mm-hmm.
works. Um,
It works.
so Regan, thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah.
HR for the people listening, and thanks so much for joining us. HR isn't just handling problems. HR is shaping the future, and
Yeah.
we're leading that charge
Absolutely.
in so many ways. So, and it starts here. We're using this platform to get the word out and get people just having a conversation. Let's talk about it. And maybe it'll trickle up and trickle down and all of these trickle to the left, to the right, all the things to get to the right people that need to hear it. Cause that's how we do this. We thank you so much for
You're
joining.
welcome. Thank
Such a
you.
powerhouse in HR. We appreciate all you do. And you're always welcome back. And now that we're virtual, come on, like, just be ready.
I
Okay.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
um,
I enjoy talking to you. Thank you so much,
yeah,
AJ.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
lot of
It is,
fun.
it,
Good
yeah,
conversation. Good insight as
yeah.
well. So I
Always.
always take
Um,
something back with me. So
Look at that. Look at that.
it's good insight. Good insight. I'm getting it from a director now.
Oh, please stop it. Um, because the next episode we gotta have you back in is your topic on our first uh 2025 episode
Hmm.
was bring your whole self to work. We talked about Black leadership there,
Oh
but
yeah,
bring
yeah.
your whole self to work, right? It's another one that we gotta have. So be ready, be on the lookout for an email from me. Because I'll be sending it and we'll be talking.
Sounds
Um,
good. Sounds good.
so subscribe, like, share with somebody, share with the leader, share with an employee, share with a friend, a family member, mom, dad, dog, cat. Put it up on the big screen, whatever you want to do. Share with them. Thank you so much for joining us. We're doing something different. We're trying out the virtual thing because I moved to Maryland. Abby's in Birmingham, Alabama, so it's gonna be a little difficult to get together in person. But we're trying the virtual thing. And we'll see where we land.
Yeah.
So employees, thanks for being here. Managers, leaders, you need to thank you. Until next time, let's have a great week, everybody.